All right, guys, got kind of a fun watch today. This is from my good friend Adam over at 1010 Talk. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Big thanks to Adam for lending this guy in. This is, of course, a Swatch System 51, but this is a not really limited, but it was not limited in the sense that it has like a numbered limited production, but it was a specific production run or collaboration with Hodinkee and Swatch. This is the Vintage 84 or the model number SUTZ404. Originally retailed for $150. These are definitely trading at the minimum at that price range, and certainly above that, up into the above 200 mark anyway. So it actually kind of increased in value depending on its condition. You know, a lot of them are new in box. People bought them as, I don't know why they bought them. If when I say that, I mean typically when I buy a watch, I buy it to wear it. So, but there is a whole bunch of collectors out there that buy watches to just to own them or to collect them in a sense, and not really wear them. I don't think that's the intention of this watch. But there are a ton of Swatch collectors out there, and that is apparent when you start looking at the used market. There's segments of these watches where they'll do like a certain year, it was the only time it was made, and then they never make it again. So if you are searching out those certain colorways or models or whatever, then you may pay a premium for them. And I think that's exactly what's happening with this, plus the collaboration with Hodinkee. So, but overall, really fun watch. I've had a System 51 on the channel before. They are just under 42 millimeter. I spec it out at 41.88. The lug to lug, if you will, I guess, is around 50 mil. The thickness is just over 13. The lug width, it's kind of proprietary into this style strap, which the straps are really comfortable. And then there are some metal versions of these. I would actually like to see one of those at some point. But it is a winding watch, but it winds the other way, this way. If you go this way, it's just a clutch mechanism. I mean, it feels plastic and everything, and that's because it certainly is. And then it does not hack, but you can do your time setting there. Pretty simple affair. And then the first position would be your date change. So really interesting dial on this. It maybe at first gives you hopes of a lume dial. It is not a lume dial. There is a little bit of lume on the hour and minute hand, but not even worth shutting the lights off to show you guys. It's super not effective. So, but really good legible dial, if you will, and a nice printing on there. You can see it's going to be super legible. Really cool date cut out there with the date being in black wheel with the white printing. So nice play on the twist on the colors there. So very simple but legible on the dial. So backside, very fun. A lot going on there. Almost mesmerizing or hypnotic, if you will, when it spins. I can't really get it to spin too much for you, but there's that. And then, of course, when you wind, you can see the gears turning there for you. And you can see the mainspring winding up on the top there. So, pretty fun. If you're going to mess with a mechanical watch, it's nice to have that much visibility on it for sure. So let me give you a wrist shot. Like I said, these were originally trending at or selling for 150. I don't know how many they made. I cannot find that information. But you can still get them for around 150, but brand new in box, you might pay closer to 200. So there it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. And I would say if you're going to get one of these Systems 51, whichever model you want to play with, they're super comfortable, super light, and they're fun. Get something funky and wear it. Like I said, I would still like to see a metal one. I've not been able to check one of those out yet. But it's a plastic watch. I mean, it's I don't think they're serviceable. I think they're all sealed up. I can't remember reading something that I thought maybe some models were serviceable. I can't remember. If you guys know, chime in down in the comments. But the last I knew, they were not serviceable. But they have crazy 80 hour or something power reserve on these. The movements are actually really good on them for being all plastic. It was basically like one screw holding it all together, sort of thing. So, really cool, fun watch. Big thanks to Adam for lending this in. Kind of a reminder to have fun with these. I mean, I gotta think back to my childhood because this is a vintage '84. Well, I was a kid in '84, and I wore a Swatch. I remember my uncle having one, and he was a young uncle at the time, and I swooped it up from him, and I wore that thing all over the place that whole summer I was visiting. So Swatches have gotten a lot of people into watches. So it's cool that they're still around. They're still making crazy models. I mean, they have some models now that you can actually go to their website, and it's like a transparent watch and band, and then you overlay it on some pictures, and then you snapshot like where you want it, and they'll make that watch for you. So it's totally unique to that. That's cool. They do really fun, cool things. And for whether you're a younger person or an older person but young at heart, Swatch is fun, and I say go for it, man. There's a ton of cool ones, and they're affordable. So, all right, talk to you guys later on the next vid.